Hello, good evening, everyone. See lots of you are joining. Can you hear me? Could you just give me a quick Y in the chat, please? And let me know if you can hear me okay. Great. Thank you, thank you. And if you would like to put your cameras on, it would be lovely to see your faces. So I'm going to change this to spotlight so that you can see me more clearly. Hello, good evening, everyone. But it would be lovely to see your faces as well. So the first question I'm going to ask is, where in the world are you tuning in from? That's the first question I always like to ask on these. I saw somebody to request the recording. I will be sending the recording of this out later, so that can sometimes mess up with my Zoom. So I will be sending this recording out later. So yeah, where in the world are you tuning in from? I would love to know. I was just intrigued as to what time zones people are tuning in from. So let me just see. So what have we got here this evening? Got a message here, just switching off, just finishing off my dinner. We'll switch camera on in a minute. No worries at all. I'm exactly the same. I don't like eating on a Zoom either, but not I mind. Anything's allowed here. Pajamas, whatever makes you comfortable. So we've got London, South Wales, Dorset. London, we live in Portishead, just outside Bristol. Hertfordshire, oh, local to me. West Yorkshire, Mexico, 1 p.m. in Mexico. Hello from the Netherlands. North London, Lancashire. So we've got mainly UK people in the house today. So keep them coming in. Thank you. Welcome. Lovely to have you here today. So I'd like to also know who was here last week. Give me a Y if you were here last week, or if this is your first week and you weren't here last week, again, let me know as well. Oh, we've got some returners. Excellent. So it will be slightly different today because, again, we've got a different round of group tapping. We've got different people here, and we've got, and we'll have at least one person on the hot seat as well. So it's going to be a different energy. Last week's energy was very much post the Northern Lights. Now, who saw the Northern Lights? Did anyone see them here? Either give me a Y or raise your hand if you saw them. Okay. I thought I was the only one who didn't see them, but a few people missed them. Makes me feel so much better. But there was a lot of light energy in the air last week. You know, the sun was doing its solar, well, this solar activity was going on. And as I shared at the beginning of last week's webinar, we're just entering this phase of Pluto retrograde. And what that really means, and I'm feeling this so much with the people I'm speaking to, friends of mine, colleagues, peers, and certainly my clients, that this is a real time of transition for a lot of people right now. And big transitions are big life transitions. And even if we're not actually experiencing the changes right now, we can feel that we want some kind of change to happen. So who's feeling that way at the moment? Who's feeling? Give me a Y if you're feeling in. Yep, got a hand up there. If you're feeling this sense that changes need to be made. Lots of Y's coming through, feeling all the feels. Y, yeah, I am definitely. So there's no coincidence that you were attracted to be on this call, that you are here, because a lot of people are feeling this right now. And myself, you know, I've been sharing this recently, you know, my own community. My son left to go to university. He's in his first year, started last September. And my daughter's going to be going next year. So I'm going to be a fully fledged empty nester. And it's almost like the era of active parenting for me has come to an end, which brings with it all sorts of mixed emotions. And, you know, questions I'm asking myself, actually questions, I knew this was coming, questions I've been asking myself for a long time now. So I do feel quite prepared for this time. You know, if you'd asked me 15 years ago what my big vision was, it was literally to be a stay-at-home mum, to have my little therapy business, to work while the children were doing their thing and while they were at school, and then just be there. I just wanted to be able to take the kids to school in the morning, pick them up at the end of the day, and leave my corporate job. That was my big vision. Of course, they're a lot older now and things have changed hugely. So at different seasons in our lives, our vision is going to change. So anyway, I've just remembered I've actually got a presentation and some slides for you, which will keep me on track. I do have a tendency to wander off track sometimes. So anyway, so welcome to those of you who are here. It's lovely to have you. And I see there's a few people still joining the room. So let me get my presentation up. Right. Okay, share. Right. Let me just get this up and so can you all see my screen okay? Yeah. Okay, let's just make this a bit bigger. There we go. Right, and I can, oops, yeah, I can still see you at the top. Right, let me get the chat bar up as well so that I can see any questions that come in. Sorry, I'm just a little bit multitasking here. Bear with me. Right, there we go. So somebody said here, move to the mountains and starting over, but this time what I live and a purpose, complete change and healing. Yeah. Lots of changes in the air for lots of people at the moment. Right, okay. Okay, so here we are. So the title of this webinar, this presentation is called Manifesting the Next Chapter of Your Life, because many people, and I would say most people, don't consciously think about the next chapter. They just allow life to happen to them rather than consciously decide this is what I want it to look like, what I want it to look like. And and today obviously we're only going to be together about 90 minutes or so, might run a little bit over. Please do have some pen and paper, because I do have a tendency to speak quite fast. I will try to not get too overexcited and I will try to slow down a bit, but sometimes I might say something and you would be like, oh, what, you might just want to jot that down. Sometimes I recommend books, or I often go to the stream of what I'm saying. So I might say something and you might think, oh, yes, I like that. I just need to jot that down. And sometimes with these things is you might just need to hear something in particular that I had to share this evening. So grab a pen and paper if you can, or even if you've got, try and get pen and paper if you can. And obviously we're only together kind of 90 minutes there, and I can see lots of tapping into your Big Vision members community. If you're here, give me a little wave. It's lovely to have you here, and it's just wonderful that you're here as well. And this is what I want you to start thinking about. Obviously, if you're a member in the community, this is a work that we continue together, but it's just we always need reminders that we can actively create our entire existence. We choose how things happen rather than reacting and have life happen to us. We can allow the magic and the miracles to unfold for us when we get clear on what we want. So that's my intention for this webinar, that you're going to get clearer on what the next chapter is going to look like and the areas of focus. So what you're going to learn today is what keeps people feeling stuck. Also, why most people will stay this way for the rest of their lives, and how you can do things differently to gain more peace, clarity, joy, freedom, and purpose. I'll also be sharing techniques to help you make powerful shifts today, because your next chapter, it's starting tomorrow. It doesn't just start, September or January the 1st. My intention is that it starts for you tomorrow, that you're going to have some mindset shifts. You're going to have some aha moments that you can think, right, this is what I'm going to do starting tomorrow. You'll also get a special gift from me and also a special offer too. So I want to know, it's always great, with these things to have some, audience participation. So if any of these feels like you, just pop a Y in the chat box. Are you feeling stuck? Um, are you looking for greater fulfillment in relationships? And this could be with your significant other, could be friendships, all the relationships, children, parents. Are you not doing what you want to do each day? Or do you feel like you're at a crossroads in your life and you don't know which direction to choose? And do you have this feeling that must be more to life? And are you looking for more purpose and clarity in your life? And are you looking for more freedom and abundance in your life? Yes to all. Yeah. You're not alone. That's why you're here. This is what I kind of shared in the messaging, for this webinar. This is for people who are at crossroads in their lives, and I can tell you some of the crossroads that I've been at. When I became a mum, that for sure was a big crossroads. When I made the decision to leave the corporate world, when I started my own business, when I separated and, my marriage ended, when my children started secondary school and I had more time in my hands and I wanted to grow the business. These were all crossroads in my life. And it was always like, what about me? What do I want in this next chapter? So if you do not change your frequency, then what happens is we end up staying stuck in exactly the same reality because our frequency controls everything. So I'm going to be talking a little bit more about what this frequency business is all about. Now, in this webinar, you'll learn how to solve this problem and get out of feeling stuck and not knowing what direction to take at this particular crossroads in your life. You'll learn the secret to feeling amazing and raising your frequency all the time, no matter what is going on in your life, because we've all got so much going on right now. Everything is energy and resonance. So the higher your frequency, the higher frequency people and opportunities you will attract. So one of the quickest ways to raise your frequency is by tapping. And I'm sure that wasn't going to come as a secret to you. And I know that you've most likely been tapping along to my YouTube videos. And just give me a quick show of hands, quick yes. Who kind of initially came across me through my YouTube channel? Yes. But today I'm going to share how that you can make lasting changes with more than just my YouTube videos alone. Yeah, oh, I love that. I love it when people find me on YouTube and they end up on one of my webinars. It's wonderful. Oh, thank you, Jessica. I found you on YouTube. So much better being in your tapping community. Thank you so much. So we'll be doing some group and some hot seat tapping using something called borrowed benefit. So in the tapping world, we have this it's called borrowed benefit. So even though thing is, I don't know most of you on this call. You've all got your own challenges. You've got your own crossroads in your life. So unfortunately, I can't tap with each of you individually on your stuff. Only you know what's going on in your lives. So when we talk about borrowed benefits I'm going to ask you in a little while just to kind of think about whatever is going on in your life right now. And even though we tap with the collective, tap with the group, and even though we are going to be tapping with somebody on the hot seat, you can borrow the benefits of that tapping to apply it to whatever is going on in your life right now. And there is something very magical that happens when groups come together, because we are all connected through the power of Zoom and the internet, but we were all brought together for a reason. I know that when my community comes together, and a retreat I had recently, the synergy that was created from the people who were on the group and the relationships and connections they've gone on to form afterwards is just incredible. So there is something very magical that happens within groups, and you're going to feel it and experience it tonight. So meet your host. It's me. I know a lot of you know me already, but actually I'll just fast forward this because I think I duplicate. This is just some family photos here, just to give you a little bit more about the person behind the YouTube videos. A lot of people kind of don't really know this. So these are kind of my dependents in this photo. We've got my gorgeous children in the middle here. We've got Ben, who I said is his first year in university, my daughter Bonnie, who will be going off next year. Even though they're teenagers, they're very, very still much quite needy. We've also got my parents here. Now, my dad, bless him, he has dementia, and my mum, she has mobility issues. And these are all pictures, these first three pictures are from our recent family holiday. We went away at Easter to Crete. We had a really wonderful time. There's 10 of us in total, my brother and sister-in-law and my nephews. We had a lovely time together. My mum, bless her, she's not actually wheelchair bound, but just to help her get around a bit, we put her in a wheelchair. and you know, and of course my fur baby Bitsy, we can't forget her as well. These are the people who, they're my why, they're what I do everything that I do for. And you know, these are the people who kind of take my time. I'm running around after all of these people all the time. So in between my tapping videos, this is where my time and energy go. And this is my partner, Yanni. We actually met during lockdown. So I had been single for about 8 years after my marriage ended, and I decided it was time to meet someone again. So we have quite an unusual relationship that we because we don't live together, but we've both got children, we've both got our own responsibilities. This just kind of just suits us to see each other every weekend. We get together, and it's lovely because we're both so busy. So yeah, that's a little bit of background. So yeah, I'm the mum of 2 teens and fur baby Bitsy. I was a former model back in my teenage years, and a journalist as well. I worked at the BBC on a show called Watchdog. And then I spent 10 years in the corporate world doing IT recruitment and headhunting. I trained as a holistic therapist in 2009, doing Reiki and reflexology, and shortly afterwards became an EFT practitioner. And I spent the next 6 years, up to about 2015, working one-to-one with my clients from my home and in a local clinic. And even though tapping is my thing, I love all aspects of energy healing, holistic therapies. My work includes chakra work, energy healing, oracle cards, crystal therapy, and batch flower remedy as well. So I bring all of this into my practice. So even though you just see me doing tapping videos, this is kind of a bit more about me and where I came from. Now, in 2012, I started doing vision board workshops at home, and then I started doing them for larger groups. In 2015, I transitioned into having an online business. So I very much tailed off the one-to-one work, and this is when I grew my global audience as well. So I'm the founder of several online programs, including Tapping into Abundance, the Entrepreneur's Emotional Toolkit, Manifesting Lasting Love is my most recent program. I'm a manifestation and law of attraction coach, and I started the Tapping into Your Big Vision community in 2019, just before the pandemic, which focuses on the 4 pillars of health, abundance, relationships, and environments. And the Tapping into Your Big Vision community is what I love, where I love spending most of my time. And even though I love creating courses, I love the ongoing aspect of the community because we cover these topics all the time: abundance, entrepreneurship, running a business, relationships, health. And oh, I didn't add there, I also qualified as a nutritionist as well. So nutrition, life, beyond perimenopause and then menopause, positive aging for women especially, are all areas of massive interest for me. Just how we can age as, what word should I choose here, gracefully or disgracefully as possible. You choose. So this is a bit more of kind of the work I do. I'm also have done a lot of big corporate vision board workshops. So in the top left-hand corner, I did this for a big publishing company. It's the largest vision board workshop I did for nearly 100 people, which was amazing. So they're all holding up their vision boards there. I was featured in the Daily Mail, which was great PR exercise. They just messaged me, said, we found all your work on, you're a leading expert on vision boards. Can we come to one of your workshops? I mean, who knew that the Daily Mail would be interested in such things? So that was incredible. Also an international speaker. That picture of me was on stage there. That was tapping in front of a room full of 250 people, probably my largest live tapping audience. And recently I've also started doing more in the way of corporate vision board workshops as well. So that's why my business is called Tapping Into Your Big Vision. I'm also known online as a big vision coach, because that's what I love to do. I love to help people expand into a bigger vision of what's possible in their lives. So this is what your next chapter is all about. Now, I just wanted to share this kind of quick testimonial of kind of all the work and all the various, praises I've received. This is one of the ones that I am really the most proud of. Last year, I did a 3-week tapping workshop for Mount Sinai Hospital in New York. It was done via Zoom, but they found me online. They asked me to deliver a tapping workshop for their cancer patients, and particularly their female patients with gynecological cancers. So this was the feedback I received afterwards. I was kind of a little bit not anxious. I was excited. I was really excited to present to a group of people who are not my usual clients. Normally I have people who want to manifest, do vision boards, but these are people who were seriously ill. And this was by, one of the largest hospitals in the world. So just be asked by a hospital to do tapping, I felt like I'd had a huge breakthrough, that this is no longer woo-woo territory. This helps people. And I had the feedback to prove it. So it said here, I'm sorry, I can't read the topic. Oh, thank you so much for everything over the past 3 weeks, Melanie. These sessions have been so fantastic, and I feel that the community you've created within Woman to Woman is powerful and special. People reacted so positively to both you and tapping, and I'm honored that we were able to bring this important resource into their lives. Let's keep in touch, and perhaps next year you could do another series on something else. You're a wonderful healer and a special person. And that was Rachel Justice at the Mount Sinai Hospital in New York. The feedback, and we just had so many incredible stories. People were actually visibly sharing that their blood sugar readings were lowering, and blood pressure readings were lowering. There were so many extraordinary health benefits, and this was just from a 3-week program. So that's why tapping is not just something to be done occasionally. It's something that can actually enhance and benefit every area of your life. So today we're going to discover techniques that will help you to clear your fears and your doubts, which are holding you back, and tap into your inner strength and wisdom and step forward with confidence and a renewed sense of purpose. So first, I want you to all think about where you are right now. Let's tap into this present moment. I want you to think about all the things that you've got going on in your life right now, the responsibilities, the overwhelm, feeling stuck, family dramas. And just for a moment or two, just close your eyes and just bring full attention to all the things that are going on in your life right now. So I made my note, it's stop the share so that I can see you all, so you can see me when we tap. So yeah, if anybody wants to share maybe a quick word or a short sentence about maybe even just a feeling, how are you feeling right now? What's going on in your life? And yeah, just maybe 1 or 2 words. Or you don't have to if you don't want to. You can just think about it. Just think about whatever's going on in your life right now. So I won't read out the names. And of course, when this replay shows, none of this will be visible. Your faces won't be visible. Those of you who've got your cameras on, it's just going to be my face that's going to be showing on the replay. And also, just while we're on the topic of that, if anybody does share in a little while, or anybody wants to speak, if I unmute you, please do be aware that that will be shared. So don't share anything personal or sensitive. And especially if you want to volunteer to be on the hot seat, please only do so if you are happy to go out on the replay. So let's see how people are feeling right now. Abandonment, confused and lost. Need to ground in. I need to find a home. I have no problems money wouldn't solve. Grief, stuck in finances, feeling I can't do the things I want to do. Don't even know what country I'm going to be living in next. Excited, have been a bit of a freeze, and now I'm ready for what's next. Feeling afraid because I don't know where I'm going. Overwhelmed, lost, feeling neutral, nothing bad. Overwhelmed. I want to be financially free. Disassociation from the body. I have enemies in my community trying to damage personally at work. Bullies, inability to ground, can't shift, feeling stuck in my life and business, about to start a new chapter, wanted to go well without the usual baggage. Hospital appointment, divorce, still sorting things out, trying to get things organized, feeling unsafe and unsettled. So just take a deep breath with whatever's going on for you right now. And we're just going to do some collective tapping. So just want to make sure you're all muted. If you're, so I see a couple of people aren't muted, so I'm just going to mute everyone. So welcome. I can see a couple of people have just joined just now. So we're going to just tap into the present moment, just to bring ourselves back to a place of peace, neutrality, and just to acknowledge we're not going to, you know, there's no force, nothing happening. We're just tapping into neutrality. So here we go. Even though there is so much going on in my life right now, so many people who are affecting my energy. Maybe I'm not feeling grounded. Maybe it's a sense of overwhelm. Maybe it's finances, relationship issues, feeling stuck. Whatever is going on for me right now, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have so much going on right now, so much going on inside my head, and I'm not entirely sure what the next chapter looks like. Despite all of that, I choose to deeply and completely love and honor myself. And even though things feel a bit uncertain right now, I'm not sure of the next step or which direction to choose. Despite all of that, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and forgive myself and anyone else who may be contributing to the way I'm feeling. I'll go through the tapping points. All this overwhelm, all this chatter inside my head. Maybe it's external influences. Maybe it's just an internal story that I'm telling myself. There's so much going on in my life right now. Maybe there's sadness, grief, maybe even fear or despair, or just this feeling of unsettledness. I'm recognizing that there's so much going on, so much chatter in my head, so many thoughts swirling around, and I feel stuck, unsure of what to do next. I'm recognizing this, and I'm allowing any feelings that I may have stuffed down to come up to the surface for healing. Allowing myself to process everything that needs processing. I'm bringing it up now. And I'm tuning in to my heart, to what I want, and to my next steps. I know there's a glimmer of light there somewhere. And for some of us, it might be brighter than others. But some of us, that light of hope may be quite dim. But on tonight's call, I'm going to allow this light to expand. I'm going to allow whatever needs to come up to the surface to come up. And I'm tuning into what my heart wants. Tuning into my soul's desires. And I'm going to let go. Get ready to let go. Of everything that's standing in the way of my magnificent next chapter. I'm letting go of the noise. I'm letting go of the uncertainty. Letting go of the doubts. And letting go of the fears. Because they're not real. They're just the result of my subconscious thinking and these thoughts that have been swirling around in my head. But I'm getting ready to let them go now. And I'm releasing them now. Allowing myself to feel calmer. And as the rest of this call progresses, allowing myself to become clearer. Allowing myself to tune into what my heart and soul desire. Allowing the next step to reveal themselves. Allowing myself to feel better. More optimistic. More hopeful. Allowing the curiosity to come in. I wonder what my next step is. I wonder what I could do next. I wonder. And maybe even stepping into the possibility that big change is possible. Because I've been doing this work for some time now. And some things take time. Some things take longer to germinate than others. But when they do, they can grow like wildfire. Visions that have been dormant inside of me for a long time can suddenly spring to life. And I get this sense, this feeling that it's my time now. And I am ready for the next step. I'm ready to take bold, courageous action. I'm ready to get out of my comfort zone and to do things differently. Tuning into my heart and getting clear on what I want. Feeling calmer and calmer, more and more hopeful, more ready, more certain, more clarity, and allowing this feeling to expand on this call tonight. Feeling better and better, more and more hopeful, maybe even a bit excited. Feeling better and better in body, mind, and spirit. I take a nice deep breath in and exhale. So I'd love to know now, those of you who put in the comments before, how are you feeling now after that round of tapping? Just a couple of words. Would love to know how you're feeling. Amazing, hopeful, easier in the mind, calmer, hopeful, clearer, light and hopeful and excited by the next steps. That's amazing, everyone. What a difference from the first set of comments. Calm and relaxed. Amazing. Only enjoyed halfway through, but I feel great. Amazing. Always amazes me how little tapping can totally shift my energy. Exactly. So true. Lighter and hopeful. Yeah, a few people have said that. Incredible. That's wonderful. What a shift. Nice buzz of excitement and joy. Love that. So that's what tapping does. And you know, this is what raising our frequency is all about. This is what raising our frequency is all about. So we've got somebody who raised their hand. I don't know, Louise, have you got a quick question? Or is that just from earlier? Okay, that might have been from earlier. So we'll have Q&A at the end, and we'll continue with kind of more feedback as we go. So I'm just going to go back to the presentation. Thank you, everyone, for participating and tapping along. Oh my gosh, what's happened here? Oh dear, right. Present. Here we go. Okay, so we've done that tapping, and I think I've just asked you. So what came up for you? How you're feeling? So I think you're all feeling a lot better now. So The magic of tapping. So tapping helps us feel calm, more focused, more energized, and better, as you've just seen, in less than 10 minutes. Not only that, tapping can help you become more confident, feel more powerful. It's an amazing self-love practice. Self-love, I think, is a key to so much. It can also help us to release our limiting beliefs, and we can use it, as you know, if you follow along with my YouTube videos, as a manifestation tool. We can use it to create more abundance, attract loving relationships, and of course, raise your frequency. So I truly believe that we can change our lives one tap at a time. Now, by changing your frequency, this is what we talk, when we talk about the law of attraction, we are attracting the frequency that we vibrate at. So earlier on, when you were sharing that you were feeling stuck, hopeless, lacking in finances, all those kind of like lower vibratory emotions, that before the tapping was your frequency. So that when we get stuck there for too long, and of course we're human beings, we go up and down throughout the course of the day, but it's just becoming aware of your baseline frequency. Where are you spending most of your time? Are you feeling stuck? Are you feeling afraid or unsure or uncertain the next step? That is the frequency that you are sending out into the world. So that it often becomes a bit of a vicious circle that until we can kind of break out of that frequency, we just kind of attract more of that. Now, of course, I have bad days. I have days and think, do you know what? That day was a write-off. I'm just going to start again tomorrow. We all have days like that, but it's just becoming aware of how long that frequency can stay there. Now, I think it was Joe Dispenza who said that your personality can end up becoming your personal reality. But what affects your personality? It's your mood. What affects your mood? It's the it could be a certain thing that happened that day. And how long are you going to sit in that mood for? So of course, when bad things happen to us, the quicker we can clear, release, and let go and get back on track, the better. But it's when people kind of go down a spiral and that mood becomes a personality, that personality becomes your personal reality, that then kind of ends up dictating, your identity, at an identity level, that is just who you become. But if you kind of rewind all the way back, it started off as a thought that kind of almost got out of control. And of course, things happen to all of us. We all have things, we have grief, we have dreadful things that happen, we have bereavements, we have divorce, we have all sorts of things happen to us in our lives. Every one of us, I'm sure we've all got stories that will move the rest of us to tears. But it's not about kind of just masking that, say, with a glass of wine or with shopping or with any other kind of addictive things. It's changing our lives literally one tap at a time. So our frequency affects every area of our lives. It affects our thoughts, which in turn affects our emotions. And if you don't like the way you are feeling or what you're experiencing, you can change your frequency now. And this is how we literally change our lives one tap at a time. Now, a lot of you know the tapping videos I have on my YouTube channel, and I have lots up there, but I also have a huge library of tapping videos that will probably never see the light of the day. These tapping videos that are just exclusive to my members community, because we are vibrating different thoughts all the time. And sometimes you might need more than just tapping for a magic May or a fabulous February. Sometimes you need more than just a quick fix of manifestation. Sometimes actually tapping for specific things that are going on in your life right now. So these are just examples of some of the tapping videos I have in the members portal. We have 300 plus tapping videos in the library. So you can see it's all sorts of topics here. Post-traumatic stress, letting go of overthinking, catastrophic nighttime thinking, tapping to tell yourself that it's okay to put yourself first, to be unapologetically selfish, tapping to improve your memory, What else have we got? Menopause anxiety, tapping to keep your vibe high when surrounded by negativity, tapping for consistent daily habits, even around feeling lighter, letting go, speaking up, using your voice. Now, I know there's a few members who are watching this thinking, oh gosh, yes, I forgot we had that. I add to this library several videos every month. So I think I put a couple up. So these two in the corner, actually, no, it's safe to be wealthy. And which was the other one? Tapping into quantum leaps of success and abundance. They only went in the members community today. I think I put a note in the Facebook group. These only went in the group today. I come up with ideas for tapping videos all the time. And as a member in the community, you can give me your suggestions, because sometimes you might need to work with 2 or 3 of these tapping videos. And I do these things called tapping prescriptions, where I will prescribe you, just like a doctor would prescribe you medicine. I prescribe tapping videos. Work with these 3 for, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days to really change your story. What would life be like if you could let go of worrying about other people? What would life be like if you could stop taking things personally? What would life be like if you release the resentment towards somebody, and that's you've been holding on to that resentment for like decades? Selling with ease. What would life be like if you had a business and you could just sell things easily? So these example of, I've just given a selection here of some of the videos, and there's plenty more in the library. So now I'm going to ask a question. In the members community, we talk about the 4 pillars of your big vision. So back to the topic of tonight's webinar, I'm going to be asking you, what is going to be the first focus for you tomorrow? Which pillar of your life needs the biggest change right now? And these 4 pillars are the pillars of, and the season of your life the season of life that you're in can determine the pillar that you need to focus on the most. So these are the 4 pillars, the pillars of abundance, relationships, health, and environments. Now, in 2020, just before the pandemic, I had been single for about 8 years. So I decided that my focus that year was relationships. Really bad timing when suddenly everyone went to lockdown and I'd started going on dates and couldn't, but still, that was my focus. I decided at the beginning of that year, I kind of got the courage to go on dating apps around March time, and I met my partner in May. So when I got super focused, super clear, the change happened pretty quickly. Now, and actually probably since 2020, but even more so the last couple of years, my big focus has been on my health. I shared in the slide earlier, my dad's got dementia, my mum's got mobility issues. So I know that when I'm in my 80s and beyond, I want to have full mental capacity. I want to be not just walking, I want to be dancing. But it's stuff that I need to do now in my 40s, nearly 50, that is going to determine what my 70s and my 80s look like. So for me, strength training, nutrition, it's become even more important for me. So I want to ask you, what pillar is the biggest focus for you right now? And I'd love you to share in the chat. What pillar is your focus right now? So we've got abundance and relationships, love life. Keep them coming. I'd love to know, what pillar is your focus right now. So once we've got this, I would love to know who would like a hot seat. Now, before you just say yes, I want somebody to share something. Firstly, you need to be happy to share. I want you to pop in the comments what pillar it's related to and just give me a very kind of brief outline what it is. And I'm going to quickly sort through the comments, and I'm just going to choose one that I feel would be of most benefit to the community. And trust me when I say, when it comes to borrowing benefits, even though if your name doesn't get picked, you are going to be borrowing the benefits of the person who I do tap with. So last week we had an amazing woman called Laura, and we tapped on her feeling stuck in her job. So she's working a job, but she wants to go all out in her coaching business. So let me have a look at this. I'm just reading them. Okay, so we've got, so let me have a look here. Right. Okay, Jessica, you've got your hand up as well. Let's go with Jessica. So Jessica says, happy to share. What served me right now is grounding in a new home so I can grow my business from there. So hi, Jessica.
Hi, how are you? Oh my God,
I'm
I'm happy to do this. I've been wanting to be on a hot seat for like since I joined your membership, and I hardly
well,
ever make it to the live meetings.
well, it's lovely that you're here today and lovely to see your face. And let me just unshare my screen so that we can see you as well. So I'm going to pin, oh, where have you gone? There we go. Um, pin, pin, pin.
Feeling super hot and nervous right now.
Just tap and we'll let that go. We will let that go. Oh, pin. There we go. That's what I'm doing. Oh no. Continue. Right. So let me start again. Okay.
I think you click on the three dots next to my name, and then there's like the pin option. If you go on the participants list.
Yes. There we go. There we go. Right. Lovely. So just give us a little bit of background, Jessica. Whereabouts are you? What do you do? And tell us why you are needing a new home right now. And somebody else mentioned a new home as well.
Yeah.
And I know lots of my clients, me myself, I know that a new home is definitely in my next chapter. So yeah, tell us about your new home goals.
All right. Well, my name is Jessica Dea, and I am the proud author of a book called Step Into Your Queendom. And so, my coaching business that I am trying or have been trying to desperately grow is all about self-love and, kind of women in transition and, manifesting the dream life. And I've been noticing, 13, 14 months ago, I put my things in storage and started traveling. So I manifested that in 2023 was one of the best years of my life in the sense of like that sense of freedom of like, oh my God, I took a trip all the way around the world and thought, I can totally grow my coaching business from like being out and about there. And I've noticed that every time that I think the longest I've been in one sleeping in one bed, one apartment, one Airbnb's maybe like 2 months in total in the past 14 months. And I've noticed that every time I need to like, I'm changing time zones, I'm getting on a plane, I'm packing my things again, it totally discombobulates me, throws me off. I don't have consistency in my business because I don't have consistency in my life. And as grateful as I am for this period of nomadic, entrepreneurship or whatever, I feel like I really, really, I long like at the deepest parts of my heart to have a home again,
Mm,
to have my things.
yeah, yeah.
And I've been living out of two suitcases for a year. And like one of the
Mm,
things I love using is sound healing. My sound bowls are in freaking storage in Miami, Florida. It's like they're not here with me in Mexico. So
mm.
I'm currently in Mexico and I'm going back to Miami and at the end of the month.
Okay.
Making
And
something
it's
at
just, I
my
guess,
schedule.
finding your place in the
And it's
world again.
about a home. It's not like I'm living in one city and I just need to manifest an apartment or a house there. I don't even know where I want to live.
Mm,
I thought it was Mexico or this particular, I'm in Sayulita, which is on the Pacific coast of Mexico, but I just recently came to realize through this whole like energy that we've been shifting in astrology and stuff like that, this is not home. This is not it. If not this, then where?
okay. So I think although yours is quite, specific to, and it's quite extreme. And for some people, it might not be quite that extreme. And but equally, there are some people out there thinking, oh my God, what she's just described is the dream. I would love to have had the opportunity to
I'm
um
so grateful for it.
yeah,
Dude.
and and that's the thing. Sometimes we've got to take a moment. I was reading a book, well, actually just started a book back, it's called The Gap and the Gain. And very often we can think about the gap between where we are now and the big vision and what we want. And we kind of almost like measure disappointment and measure the things that aren't working or what I haven't got right now. But it's taking a moment, each and every single one of you here on, on the call right now, think about what you have. And this is, of course, gratitude. This is what you've gained, what you've manifested, all the amazing accomplishments and successes that you have achieved in your life. And there's going to be times looking back and think, yes, oh my God, I manifested that. That was incredible. I did this. I had the courage to do that. And I just want, just to take a moment for gratitude, Jessica, just to acknowledge, and I know you've said it already, but just to acknowledge just how amazing you are to
Yes, I am so grateful, like so grateful for like the freedom that I've manifested by being able to, because I've been dreaming of being a nomad for years and I did it.
Mhm.
So grateful for my book, Step Into Your Queendom. I mean, I'm actually a freaking published author. I've been trying to do that since high school and I'm 51 and it got published last summer.
Mm.
Um, really grateful. I had a retreat back in 2018 that I hosted in Ibiza called the Greatest Love of All Retreat, Self-Love Retreat, which was freaking fantabulous. So when I think about the things I've already accomplished, it's like, wow, I can do great things. And I've also manifested incredible homes in my life in the past
Mm.
and by being guided. And
Yeah.
so now it's just like, yeah, but not now it's not just like I'm living in one town and I know where I want that home to be. I don't even know where I want to live right
Mm.
now.
So, Jessica, we're going to do some tapping now, but it's just literally come to my mind. Obviously, you are in the members community, and I know we don't see you very often, but it's lovely to finally see you tonight. Um, there's a tapping video. It's called Tapping into My Higher Self, and
I,
it's connecting. Have you done that video yet?
I love it. Yeah.
Oh,
I was
you've done
actually
it.
I do something called two-way prayer journaling every day. And so what I've been doing for what I did for a while is do the tapping into my higher self video before I do the journaling and download from
Yes.
the divine.
And I would also tap on letting go of impatience right now and just
Is that in
trusting.
the
Yeah,
tapping?
yeah.
Okay.
I think trusting is actually on my YouTube channel as well. But everything that's on my YouTube channel is in the members portal, but there's plenty more that isn't on YouTube. But trusting and also letting go of impatience and just enjoying the moment of what is right now and allowing the clarity to come. Because, I remember there was probably about a 2-year period of my life where I was kind of stuck in this whole, I'm not sure where to take my business next, where to take my business next. And then the whole big vision coach thing came in. And I was 2 years, even though I was running a successful business, I was stuck for 2 years of not really knowing if the vision felt too big. Here's the thing. So this is the thing that's kind of, I'm getting downloaded, and this is for everyone here. We think about the things that we need. So you think, I need a home, I need somewhere to settle, I need I need to hurry up and get settled. But then I want you to think about what you want and what you desire. They're two quite different things. Need comes from a place of scarcity and lack, whereas wanting and desiring comes from a place of abundance and expansion. And I think there's probably some sort of conflict. I've got goosebumps as I say this. I think there's some sort of conflict between your needs and your wants right now. And I want you to start getting focused. And everyone on the call, again, a lot of us operate from a place of need. I just need to pay my rent. I just need to make enough money to pay for the bills. I just need this. But what do I desire? What does my heart and soul truly want? And I think this is going to be your next journaling prompt. What do I want? And allow yourself to expand into your heart's desires rather than coming from a place of needing. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And I think what I want is to make a big impact
Yeah.
to help women heal, especially women who are in toxic relationships that are holding them back.
Yes. So,
because that's the journey I traveled, you know, so that's what I really want, to just make that impact.
yeah.
And I know that I'm holding myself back in many ways. I think there's a
Mm,
lot of success, fear of visibility. I don't show up online on my social media enough to
mm.
make the impact that I desire to make.
So just start journaling on that.
Will
It's
do.
just journaling on the wants and the desires. What do I desire right now? And make a list. Make a list as long as you like. So now let's do some tapping. And for everyone else, we've just started to stir up that pot of desire, the pot of your wants, because it's the needs that keep us feeling frustrated and a bit stuck. And like the lack is that lack energy around the needing. So when we start going into the desires and then think, right, okay, what do I need to do to make this happen? This is when the magic starts getting created. So let's do some tapping. And everyone else, this is borrowed benefits. We're just going to, even though we're tapping along with Jessica, you're going to be tapping for your own wants and desires right now as well. Okay.
Question before we start. Is it okay that I tap on both sides of my body? Because I know you know me,
Absolutely. Yeah.
hard to decide, so I just want to make sure that I'm not going against what you
No,
teach.
no,
That I
there,
also-
I don't follow rules
okay,
personally. Do what feels good for
okay,
you.
perfect. Just wanted to let you know so it's not like odd that I'm tapping on
No,
both sides.
and sometimes I do as well.
You
Sometimes
can
I tap
certainly
both
tap on
sides.
one side of your body because that's how you're used to teaching, and I'm used to watching you tapping on one side of your body, so
Now,
don't
some
worry.
people say to me, why do you only tap with that hand? I thought, well, actually, it's because I'm right-handed and it's as simple as that. But actually, you can tap on both sides, either side. Or if I'm driving, I might just tap on my collarbone point, you know? And sometimes if I've just got stuff going on, you can just tap on one point. You can even tap on the fingernail bed points here as well, which is a bit more discreet. So if you're somewhere public and you don't want to be furiously tapping your face, you can just sit there and just do that, you know? Another tapping technique. So, or you can do touch and breathe, which is you breathe and you touch and you repeat the statements either out loud or silently. So touch and breathe. So go three very quick methods there for you. There are no rules. Okay, so right, but we're just going to do classic EFT for the purposes of this video. Okay, here we video this round of tapping. Here we go. Even though
Even though
I've been feeling so discombobulated,
I've been feeling so discombobulated,
so unsettled,
so unsettled,
I don't know whether I'm coming or going,
I don't know whether I'm coming or going,
and I just don't. But I just don't feel settled,
I just don't feel settled,
and I'm unsure of my next steps.
and I'm unsure of my next steps.
Despite all of this,
Despite all of this,
I choose to deeply and completely
I choose to deeply and completely
love and accept myself,
love and accept myself,
even though
even though
I don't know what my next chapter looks like right now.
I don't know what my next chapter looks like right now.
I'm going to allow the path to reveal itself
I'm going to allow the path to reveal itself
in perfect divine timing.
in perfect divine timing.
I'm letting go of the need to force things
I'm letting go of the need to force things
or to make things happen.
or to make things happen.
And while I'm in this period of uncertainty,
And while I'm in this period of uncertainty,
I choose to love and honor myself anyway.
I choose to love and honor myself anyway.
And even though
And even though
things are feeling so uncertain,
things are feeling so uncertain,
I'm going to allow myself to relax anyway.
I'm going to allow myself to relax anyway.
And I choose to trust
And I choose to trust
and to let go.
and to let go.
Let go of time limits.
Let go of time limits.
Let go of how I believe, so letting go of how I believe how things should be.
Letting go of how I believe things should be.
Letting go of all the shoulds.
Letting go of all the shoulds.
And I choose to deeply and completely
And I choose to deeply and completely
love, honor, and forgive myself
love, honor, and forgive myself
for having all this conflict in my head.
for having all this conflict in my head.
Now we'll go through the tapping points. All this conflict in my head.
All this conflict in my head.
All these thoughts swirling around.
All these thoughts swirling around.
All this unsettledness.
All this unsettledness.
And I just don't feel grounded
And I just don't feel grounded
because I've been moving around so much.
because I've been moving around so much.
I choose to know that there is somewhere
I choose to know that there is somewhere
that is my soul's home.
that is my soul's home.
Somewhere where I will feel grounded and settled.
Somewhere where I will feel grounded and settled.
And just like manifesting a soulmate
And just like manifesting a soulmate
or a dream job,
or a dream job,
I can manifest my soul's home on this planet.
I can manifest my soul's home on this planet.
The place where my soul will feel at home.
A place where my soul will feel at home.
A place where I can finally unpack my things.
A place where I can finally unpack my things.
And I can let my roots go into the ground.
And I can let my roots go into the ground.
And I choose to know that there's a place with my name on it.
And I choose to know that there's a place with my name on it.
And I'm allowing it to call me.
I'm allowing it to call me.
I'm allowing it to reveal itself to me.
I'm allowing it to reveal itself to me.
And I choose to get into vibrational frequency
And I choose to get into vibrational frequency
with my soul's home.
with my soul's home.
And I'm allowing myself to get clearer
And I'm allowing myself to get clearer
on what I want my home to look like.
on what I want my home to look like.
The type of environment that would make me feel happy and settled.
The type of environment that would make me feel happy and settled.
The neighbors I would have.
The neighbors I would have.
The landscape that I'm living in.
The landscape that I'm living in.
And I'm allowing the picture to become clearer.
I'm allowing the picture to become clearer.
And I'm letting go of any resistance I may have
And I'm letting go of any resistance I may have
to letting this place come to me.
to letting this place come to me.
Letting go of the resistance.
Letting go of the resistance.
Clearing away the blocks.
Clearing away the blocks.
Letting go of all the limitations I've placed upon myself.
Letting go of all the limitations I've placed upon myself.
Maybe I was coming from a place of scarcity and lack.
Maybe I was coming from a place of scarcity and lack.
But now I choose to operate from a place of wants and desires.
But now I choose to operate from a place of wants and desires.
A place where my soul can be at home finally.
A place where my soul can be at home finally.
And I'm allowing this place to reveal itself to me.
And I'm allowing this place to reveal itself to me.
I'm ready for this.
I'm ready for this.
I'm ready for the next step to reveal itself.
I'm ready for the next step to reveal itself.
Feeling calmer.
Feeling calmer.
Feeling more hopeful.
Feeling more hopeful.
Feeling more optimistic.
Feeling more optimistic.
The universe is lining things up for me.
The universe is lining things up for me.
But first, I just need to become a vibrational match
But first, I just need to become a vibrational match
to my new soul's home.
to my new soul home.
I choose to become a vibrational match
I choose to become a vibrational match
and be in perfect vibrational alignment
and be in perfect vibrational alignment
with my new soul's home.
with my new soul's home.
I'm ready for this,
I'm ready for this,
ready for the next step
ready for the next step
in body, mind, and spirit.
in body, mind, and spirit.
Nice deep breath in and exhale. How are you feeling?
Good, calmer. I got so emotional during that
That's
because it's what
great.
I've been saying, like writing and saying, and um just I call it either soul home or heart home. So the fact that you called that too, even though I don't even think I mentioned that when we were talking earlier, it was just like you were channeling that from the divine. I love how you do that. You're so amazing at that. I was, oh my God, she's totally channeling what I need to hear.
Yeah, those of you I did share this last week. I don't script any of my tapping videos. I tune in, even the ones on YouTube, I tune into what's needed in that moment. And sometimes my words kind of fumble a bit, and sometimes I think, oh God, there was a whole bunch I tapped and my pictures were crooked behind me. And I thought, you know what? That message needed to come through. And I just have to go with that. So I'm really glad that resonated. So Jessica, I'll be putting this recording out. So come back and watch this again and again, and um and I and do the journaling, keep doing the higher self, but also in the meantime, just let go of impatience. Just enjoy where you are right now. Just enjoy it and just trust and think. That's the thing. And for all of us now, we've all got things on our vision board, things that we want to manifest. It's not happened yet. But don't let the fact that it's not happened yet delay your happiness, delay your joy. That each day it's just like, I'm going to find something that's going to bring me joy today, whether that's, baking a cake or making jam or doing the gardening or whatever, getting out in nature. It's so important to be the vibrational match to what you want. Don't delay. So I'll be happy when I move house. I'll be happy when I've got 10 clients, doesn't work that way. Be happy and then you'll attract. So I hope everyone else who's somebody else has said here that tapping was close to what I need to. So yeah, so thank you so much, Jessica. Thank you for volunteering. That's a really lovely round of tapping, and keep me posted. I'm excited to hear what happens next for you. Okay, right. So let's get back to the presentations again. Yeah, everyone else, I'd love to know how you're feeling. Maybe ahas, maybe some insights, maybe some flashes of inspiration came through for you. So, right. So we've just done the hot seat. Sorry, let me just get back to this. Oh no, I don't want to share it. I present. Okay, so thank you, Jessica. Now, here's the thing. How do we 10x our chances of success? Now, we do this by surrounding ourselves with a supportive community. When we try to do things alone, somebody asked me the question last week, Mel, what if I can't join the community? Because, this is what ultimately my offer is to you tonight, to come and join us in the Tapping Into Your Big Vision members community, where we are going to be working each month on the pillars of abundance, dream relationships, beautiful environments, and your health as well, because we need to work on all four of these collectively. And of course, depending on the season of life you're in, some may be more important than others. But as I've shared with my background as a nutritionist, as a holistic energy coach, with my life experience, with manifesting a new partner, I work on all of these simultaneously, and my relationships are so important to me. my children, they're my very best friends. I'm really close to my parents, my brother, my partner. You know, this is relationships so important. My clients as well. My clients are my family as well. So here's some of our amazing members. Now, Angie's been with us from the beginning. So Angie wrote some lovely words here. She said the impact of being in the community has been seismic. Now, Angie also has health conditions of her own, which she is dealing with amazingly. She is a jazz singer, and she actually didn't share this here, but at Christmas she did an amazing performance. She manifested, and she was so excited to share with the group that she'd just manifested this amazing jazz performance in central London. And she said, the impact has been seismic. I was going to say that I've been able to reclaim my life, my dreams, my personality, but I feel that's actually being able to claim my life, my health, well-being, joy, vibrancy, hopes, and dreams, and to shed all of the negativity surrounding me to emerge as my true, authentic self. From a very young age, I faced challenge after challenge with family, health issues, divorce, housing, being part of an abusive church. But I feel that with the support of this group and the plethora of inspirational content, I am batting away the negative effects of these challenges, and I'm able to enjoy my life more and look to a brighter, happier, and more fulfilling future. We've got Christina, who very much credits the community to helping her through to face up to the fact that her marriage wasn't working for her, and the membership gave her the tools and the confidence to be able to walk away from an unhappy marriage. And she was asked a question, what does your heart truly desire? On our monthly community course was life-changing for me. Melanie's Practices community will give you the positive tools to change your mindset to make anything possible. Padma said it, before joining the membership, I lived in a constant state of fear as I'd recently gone through a marriage breakup, constantly worrying about money, felt lonely, was in the middle of the pandemic. I now focus on what I want consistently. I feel like I'm returning back to the real me more and more every day. If I'm worried about something, I share in the group and the guidance comes. It's a really safe and kind space. I'm happier than I've been in a long time. Know that I'm supported and focus on the solutions now, not the problems. Just a complete mindset shift. The connections in there are really wonderful, and I'm grateful for them. And I've achieved many, many things off my vision board. My children also tap. Padma often has her children tap along in the calls. And ultimately, it keeps me making progress to making a better version of myself all the time. I have a lot of peace in my life now. Now, I want to share this. This is Wendy. Now, I don't know if any of you saw the interview I did with Wendy on my YouTube channel last week. Wendy's been in the community for just over a year. So how do you feel post-waterfall experience? I can do anything. So Wendy, she shared in her interview, and she's just launched her first course on. She's an EFT practitioner. I support a lot of tapping practitioners in my community. She's just launched a course to help people to improve their eyesight. It's her first beta launch, and a year ago, she was so quiet in the community, but now she's just got the confidence to launch an online program. It's absolutely incredible. So Karen here, she manifested an incredible story. Now she shares, I'll shorten this down quickly. She had been estranged from her mother for quite some time. And during the vision board workshop we did, I think it was about 3 years ago, she decided to focus on forgiveness of her mother. And she was looking for a money miracle. And anyway, she then messaged me privately a few days later. Her story is very public now. She manifested a check out of the blue for $100,000 from her mother, who she hadn't spoken to for a long, long time. And I actually created a tapping video for her. It's in the members community. It's a private video. It's called Tapping into the Support of the Divine Mother. So there are some people who aren't speaking to their mothers for whatever reason. Karen felt she needed support from the Divine Mother. When she did that, very strangely, she got a check in the mail from $100,000 for her mother. Just absolutely incredible. Eva was somebody else who joined my community last year. Eva's also done an amazing masterclass in our community for womb healing. She said, by the way, I never told you this, but when I signed up for the Entrepreneur's Emotional Toolbox and the Abundance Bundle and then the membership, I was at a point where I was nearly quitting my business. I actually hated the business. And I remember the first time I tapped on, I choose to have a business that I love. It felt like such a lie. And the videos and the community were so helpful to make changes in the business. And I can now say I'm in a loving, healthy relationship with my business again. I've attracted a lot of support and nice ships. So I guess I just wanted to say thank you. So what do you get when you join the community? You get the twice yearly TNT Vision Board experience. This is kind of the cornerstone of my business. First, you've got to get clear on what you want. We do this twice a year. We do it in January. We normally do it in June, but this year we're delaying it slightly till July. So it's going to be taking place, I shall tell you, at the beginning of July. And it's a 3-day immersion experience. It's all recorded, so you don't have to join live. And this is to get you super clear on what you want. We have twice monthly Zoom calls just like this, but with the whole community. And not everyone comes to every call. And this is when I get to know you on these calls. Honestly, the members are just like my family. We have meetups, which I'll tell you about in a minute, but we do coaching and we do tapping. And this is when we kind of do lots of borrowed benefits and lots of hot seats. We have weekly productivity power hours, and we have a new thing. It's the twice monthly tapping surgery with Mel. So if you can't join a call, but you've got something going on in your life, just tap. I'm sorry, not tap. Share in the community what it is. Tag me, and then twice a month in between the Zoom calls, I will go live. I will say, acknowledge the person's post, and then I will create a tapping script if it's not already a tapping that I can, recommend from the library. If there isn't one, I will make one for you. So we do this in the tapping surgery. We also have monthly guest masterclasses, and very often these are with our members. We have an amazing community of coaches, healers, authors, and I just love showcasing my members. I love helping them grow their businesses and to expand their networks and their communities as well. So the simple truth is that making changes on our own is hard. We let our old patterns of behavior, our fears, our doubts and excuses stop us from taking action and creating the lives we dream of. We get in our own way, we procrastinate, and we let external factors influence us. We get lost in overwhelm, and slowly our dreams fade away. Now, somebody actually mentioned last week, and I'll address it now. Somebody said, Mel, I really want to join the community, but I just don't have the money right now. Can I just do this work just by using your tapping videos on YouTube alone? Because I've actually got an exercise. I've got my gift for you in a minute. Somebody said, can I just do this on my own? And I said, yes, you can. If somebody's goal is to get fit, there are nutritional resources on YouTube. There are books that you can read. There are fitness videos that you can follow. But the truth is that doing it on our own is really, really hard. So as I shared with you earlier, one of my fitness goals is to get stronger, to be fitter. I have a personal trainer at the gym, and I work with her twice a month. And the fact is, when I go to the gym on my own, I'm not that sore the next day. But when I work with my trainer, I'm accountable to her. She pushes me in a way that I cannot do it on my own. The next day, I am so sore. But of course, I don't even have to join a gym. I could just do exercise videos on YouTube. And if you're committed and you're consistent, you will get changes. But doing it on your own is hard. That's the only thing, I will say. So the big vision, unlocking your big vision. This is my superpower. When I have Uber rides, when I meet anybody new, I love to just get under their bonnet and find out what makes them tick. Everyone has a big vision, and this is what I unlock, in the community. So yeah, one of the things I'm best known for is my work with vision boards and manifesting, and my vision board workshop was even featured in the Daily Mail. You can actually read that article if you search Daily Mail vision boards. It's actually under my old name, Melanie Bondock, but you can read the article and what happened when they came on my workshop. So the TNT Vision Board experience, TNT stands for Transformational Neural Technique. This is my trademarked process, my unique process, a combination of tapping and visualization And this is what the vision board experience is all about. It's a TNT vision board experience. It takes place twice a year. So before you can manifest, you need to get clear on exactly what you want. And that's what we're going to be doing over the next, May. We've got a special thing coming up on Monday, which I'll tell you about in a minute. So the members portal with my entire library of 300 plus tapping videos and masterclasses, and all available on your phone and a handy app. So you don't even have to log into a computer to access these tapping videos. You can literally download the app and you've got them all at your fingertips. And you've got exclusive videos which are added monthly as well, and a private Facebook group. And we have members meetups as well. So recently we went to the Sky Gardens in London, amazing place, central London. We've been to Luton Hoo, we had a gorgeous afternoon tea, went to the Fairmont in Windsor. And our next one is going to be in the Cotswolds in August. And this is open to all the members. All you pay for is what you eat and drink. So it's no added cost. And it's just a lovely place to network and to meet one another. So we're going to be meeting in the Cotswolds. And I think it's going to be this place called Restoration Hardware, which is fabulous. And I've got this idea, we're going to be doing a walking, living vision board experience. It's a beautiful, beautiful place, a stately home which they've restored, and it's a furniture shop, but each home is exquisitely decorated. So we're going to be doing a real life kind of walking around, living our vision kind of experience. Haven't got the date yet, but it's going to be a day in August. And as I said earlier, we have lots of members masterclasses. This is just a handful. Jackie Crooks, she's an EFT founding master, one of only 29 who was initiated by Gary Craig. She's one of our members, and she's got a fabulous ancestral healing masterclass. I'd recommend you all. That's the first thing you do when you join. We have a gut health masterclass. We've got flower essences to manifest. We've got right to release. We've got cacao and self-love ceremony. These are all amazing members of the community who I want to learn from you. So if you've got an amazing skill to share, I'd love to hear. I'd love you to come teach it to our community. So there are 3 types of students. They're the ones who don't show up. And, maybe you've been this person in the past, you buy a course, but you don't really show up. Or there are the half-hearted people who maybe dabble and then give up. Or there are the all-in action takers. And these are the people who have success stories that I love to share. The ones who take full responsibility for their outcomes and show up fully. For the all-in action takers, if that's you, I have an invitation to join our incredible community. So in the Tapping into Your Big Vision community is an annual membership. We focus on the 4 pillars 3 times a year. And what to expect in the community over the next few months. So on the 27th of May, next Monday, and I know it's a bank holiday. It's a bank holiday here in the UK, and I think it's a bank holiday in the US as well. But I'm just trusting those who can join me live will come. We are going to begin a 90-day manifestation sprint kickoff call. And we're going to be working on this manifestation plan, which I've got for all of you. I shall give you all the link in a bit. Everybody can have this, whether you join the community or not. But for those of you who join the community, we are going to be working on this document together. In the whole month of June, we're going to be getting clear on what we want the next chapter to look like. July is vision board month, and August, the focus is abundance, abundant August. We're also going to be having the prosperity party. That's going to be open to the public. And then come September, we're going to be flying. It's action taking. So the reason for the 90-day manifestation sprint off call is because we are going to be getting super clear on big outcomes we want to manifest over the next 90 days. The tapping prescription you are going to have is the Quantum Leap tapping video. I want everyone to do that. Obviously, for the members who join. So this is what the next kind of quarter is going to look like. So also you get a number of bonuses joining the community. You get tapping into abundance. So prior to the membership, this was my flagship program, and this on its own used to sell for £397. It's a money manifesting money mindset course. You'll also get the Entrepreneur's Emotional Toolkit program, which is perfect for any business owners, coaches, artists, healers. You also get access to Tapping Summer School, which was a lovely summer program I did a couple of years ago. That's valued, and you can buy all these individually. If you don't want to join the members community, you can buy these individually. Actually, Tapping to Abundance, I sell it so now for $197. I've bought the price down because there isn't a live coaching element. You also get to request new tapping scripts each month, and you have the opportunity to be on my YouTube show, Tapping with Mel, as well. That's a members benefit. So the tuition fee, or the cost of joining, is £444 a year, or £44 a month for 12 months. And the reason I say, you know, I want people to come and join for 12 months is because you're not going to experience change in 1, 2, or even 3 months. This is community, and this is kind of where we get the lasting change. If you check out my YouTube channel, 2 of the people I interviewed recently, Mahesha Rice and Wendy Ham, both joined at the beginning of last year. You'll see what happened to them in the past 12 months. Absolute quantum leap shifts in their lives and their business. And I'm so proud of them that I wanted to showcase them on my YouTube channel. They've both got businesses, they're flourishing and launching, but a complete world away. Mahesha was actually working in the corporate world 12 months ago, and she didn't even know what she wanted to do. Now she's retrained as an EFT practitioner, NLP practitioner, and she wants to specialize in helping people who've been through the adoption journey, whether they're an adopted child or a parent who's given up a child for adoption. She's got super clear on what she wants, and she's done that all in the last 12 months. And Wendy, as I said earlier, she's just launched her first online program, help people improve their eyesight with EFT. So you can find out how to join, all the details. The link is, I will pop that in the chat in a minute, melaniemoore.co.uk/members. On the 27th of May, we kick off the 90-day accountability manifestation plan to kickstart not just your summer, but the next chapter of your life. And in a minute in the Zoom, back when I stop sharing the screen, I will post a link so that everyone here on the call, this is your free gift and you can download this. Oh, for some reason, okay, my screen's gone funny. Okay, that should have been a PDF of this document. So this is the 90-day manifestation plan. And in it, you're going to have 4 statements. Your goal statement, what do you want to manifest in the next 90 days? How it's going to make you feel, your action plan, and why it's so important. Because when you write things down, it's 70% more likely to happen than when you don't write it down. So when you write it down, you're going to write down things like, so the goal statement, in a minute, if you've got pen and paper, do write this down. Goal statement, write in the present tense. I am my ideal body weight. I am healthy and energized. I am financially free. I am in possession of XYZ. I am living in a tidy, organized home. So I'd say for Jessica, who joined us earlier, her I am statement would be, I am, you know, within 90 days, I am living in my soul home. I have found my place, and it's all been so easy and effortless. If you've got a financial goal, maybe it's like 90 days. I want to be debt free. I want to clear all my debts. What's some big goals that you want to manifest in the next 90 days? And then in the what section, add more detail to your goal statement. Phrases such as I feel amazing that I'm living in my dream home. I love that I've manifested my soulmate. I understand what I needed to do, or understand all the obstacles I had to face that got me here. I love how abundant my car feels. I feel so loved and cherished by my soulmate. I understand what changes I had to make in order to manifest this goal. So that's what you'd write in the what category. Why? This is super important aspect of the manifestation process. Why do you want what you want? Dig deep to get to the heart of your why. Your why should touch your heart and soul. If your why doesn't move you, you haven't dug deep enough yet. And the action plan is, how will you take action over the next 90 days? You're going to make a schedule and you're going to stick to it. You're going to take daily action steps towards your goal. You will do the daily tapping videos to support you, and you will eliminate all distractions. That is how you're going to do it. So it sounds easy, right? So why do we sabotage our good intentions? Here's just some of the reasons. We procrastinate. We have this resistance to change. We have perfectionism. We have negative self-talk. We have imposter syndrome. We have fear of failure. We have fear of ridicule. You know, what other people going to think? We have fear of uncertainty. But guess what? We can rectify any of these sabotaging behaviors with a tapping script. So when you join the community, if you choose to join, you know, it's going to be flagged up to you. Why am I resisting this? Come to me, come to the group. I will prescribe you a tapping video to help you rectify, to course correct immediately. So yeah, all of these have got tapping scripts. So tapping scripts available for all of these: procrastination, resistance to change, perfectionism, negative self-talk, imposter syndrome, fear of failure, fear of ridicule, fear of uncertainty. Each one of these will stop your plan from happening. But when we tap, we're going to move past the resistance and we will do it. So you're going to commit to your goal by connecting daily with your why. You're going to commit to your daily action steps. You will use tapping to stop your self-sabotaging behaviors and to stop the negative self-talk. So in summary, in a minute when I give you the link for this, you're going to get clear on your goal for the next 90 days. You're going to write out your goal statement in the present tense, write out your why, connect with your why daily, write out your action plan, schedule your daily action steps, and use tapping to help you stay committed and consistent. So if you want to supercharge your 90-day plan, I highly encourage you to come and join the community where we will kickstart the next chapter of your life together. We will begin the 90-day manifestation sprint next Monday, and together we'll be having weekly check-ins as well. So it is possible to make changes in your own. Of course it is. But with support and accountability, the change is so much easier and quicker to make as well. So to support you in this, we've got productivity power hours. Every Monday at 2 p.m, we have calls with me, with Karen Keener, who's one of our members who shared her amazing success story earlier, Lisa Nichols, who's our productivity hacker, and Inga Dexnay, who's our social media guru, who will help you if you've got a business with all the social media aspects of your business. You've got each of us on call each week. So you don't have to join all the calls, but there are calls each week available to keep you supported. So there we go. Here's the link again to join: melaniemoore.co.uk/members. I will pop the link for you now. All the details. So bear with me. Let me just get these links up for you. Right. So this is the first link to join the, oh, where is, sorry, let me just get this to everyone. Bear with me one moment. Ah, there we go. So there is a clickable link for you there. I will be emailing this out again later. So let me just get the link for you for the manifestation plan as well. There we go. So there we go. There is my Dropbox link where you can get the 90-day manifestation plan. So now we have got some time for some Q&A. And I have gone a little bit over, but I'm really happy to stay on for a few more minutes for, has anybody got any questions at all about joining the community or anything that's not clear this evening? Anything that I haven't covered? So let me just see your faces again. Has anybody got any questions? Anyone got anything they'd like to share? If not, I shall let you all go. But if anyone got questions, this is your, opportunity just to ask me anything you like. Don't be shy. Okay, if no one's got any questions, what I'll do instead, I will pull you a quick card. I'll pull this card deck actually. Something else I like to do in all my group members calls, each week we have a group card. And very often it provides, some more clarity, more guidance, and it also gives me material to tap with as well. So this is going to be a group message for those of you still on the call. I'm using this deck here. It's literally the first deck. I've got a whole stack of them. I'm using this deck here, Nature's Whispers. So So the question I'm just going to ask is, what message would benefit the group most right now? It could be something completely unrelated to, I have no idea what's going to come up here. Oh, right, here's the message. Be spontaneous. Be spontaneous. So are you a person who's naturally more reserved, more cautious? The message here is to be spontaneous. Lovely image of the moon. I'm obsessed with the moon. One thing I didn't mention is all the members' calls happen around the time of the new moon and the full moon. We've actually got, if you join today, you could join our next members' call, which is on Wednesday evening, 48 hours from now, Zoom call just like this. And one thing I didn't add is doors to the membership community are just going to be open till Friday of this week, because I want everyone to join together on Monday. So let's read the additional message for this card number 31. So when you're busy, rushing, stressed, worried, or overwhelmed, which is I think a lot of you were at the beginning of this call, it's easy to lose track of the simple things in your world that bring you joy. This is a huge nudge to remember to create some fun, rediscover enthusiasm and fascination through adventure and spontaneous happenings. Engage with your life again and take in your surroundings, observing the importance of living life to its fullest. Decide to do something for the pleasure of it and see where life takes you. Lovely message. So, right, no final questions? All being very reserved tonight. Okay, well, I will send out this recording and I would love to welcome you to the community. Absolutely love to welcome you there. I'm excited for your next chapter, and I want to hear what your next chapter is all about. So, and again, of course, I would love to support you in the members community if that's something you feel called to do. So have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your evening, everyone. Thank you to those of you who joined me live tonight, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye for now.